You don't have to fix your entire life to feel better, especially not when you're stressed, overwhelmed, or completely burned out. Sometimes it only takes a few seconds. Yes, just a few seconds. I know that sounds hard to believe, because most of us were taught that happiness is something big, something you have to earn after you finish your work, solve your problems, or finally get your life together. But what if that's not true? What if feeling better isn't something far away, but something you can trigger, even in the middle of a stressful day? Here's the reality. Your brain is powerful, incredibly powerful, but it has one small flaw. It was designed to keep you alive, not to make you happy. So what does it do? It scans for problems, amplifies stress, and replays mistakes over and over again. That made sense when survival was the priority. But today, when stress comes from deadlines, expectations, and constant pressure, that same system can leave you feeling stuck and drained. But here's the good news. You don't need hours to change how you feel. You don't need perfect conditions. You can shift your state in seconds. And today, I'm going to show you 3 simple techniques you can use anytime, anywhere, to feel better instantly, even when you're stressed or burned out. The first is what I call the invisible focus shift. Imagine you're walking down the street and your brain is doing its usual job, scanning faces, expressions, and details. Without you even noticing, it's searching for something wrong. If someone doesn't smile at you, your brain records it. If someone looks at you strangely, it picks that up too. The result is subtle, but real. You feel a little tense, a little guarded. Now try this. Give it just 15 seconds. Look for 3 things around you that are beautiful. They don't have to be perfect, just noticeable. It could be a ray of light, a color, a detail on someone's face, or a tree moving in the wind. At first, your brain will resist, and that's normal. But if you stay with it, something shifts. You are forcing your brain to change its filter. The world doesn't change, but your experience of it does. Because the truth is simple. You don't see the world as it is. You see it through what you choose to notice. The second technique is a micro-emotional reset. You know that feeling when something small bothers you? Not enough to ruin your day, but enough to drain your energy? A message, a delay, a comment, and your mind keeps holding on to it. It loops over and over, like chewing gum that has lost its flavor. Now do something a little unusual. Breathe differently. Inhale slowly, then exhale twice as fast. Repeat this for about 15 seconds. You're not just calming yourself down, you're sending a signal to your brain. Everything is okay. You can relax. And your body responds. Your shoulders drop, your heart rate slows, your mind softens just a little. The problem doesn't disappear, but it feels lighter. There's a simple truth we often forget. Your body can calm your mind, even when your mind is resisting. The third technique is the power of small actions. Let's be honest, there are days when you don't feel like doing anything. You don't want to move forward, be productive, or even stay positive. And that's okay. But here's the mistake most people make. They wait to feel better before they act, when in reality, it works the other way around. You feel better because you act. Let me give you a simple example. There was a man who wanted to get back into working out. He felt motivated for 2 days, and then it disappeared. So he tried something different. Every day, just 1 push-up. That's it. It sounds meaningless, even a little ridiculous. But he kept going. 1 push-up every day, no matter what. And something interesting happened. Some days, he only did 1. But other days, he did 5, then 10, then a little more. Not because he suddenly had motivation, but because he had already started. And that's a secret most people miss. Action creates motivation, not the other way around. So your 15-second reset is simple. Do 1 small thing. Send a message. Write 1 line. Take 1 step. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to begin. Because sometimes, the hardest part isn't doing the work, it's starting. And there's something almost magical about it. When you take a small action, you send a quiet message to yourself. I am someone who acts. And that identity changes everything. Now take a moment, right here, not later. Ask yourself 1 simple question. If you had 15 seconds to feel just a little better, what would you do? Would you notice something beautiful, take a breath, or do 1 small action? Happiness isn't always a big breakthrough. Sometimes it's just a small shift, a slight adjustment, a quiet turn in direction. It might not be obvious to anyone else. It might not change everything instantly, but you will feel it because the truth is still there. You don't have to wait for your life to change to feel better. You can change your state even while your life stays the same. So the next time your mind feels heavy, your energy drops, or you feel lost, remember this: 15 seconds. That's all it takes. Look differently, breathe differently, do something small. Gently, quietly, without pressure, you can take back control. Because in the end, happiness isn't always about adding something new. Sometimes, it's simply about not letting your brain run everything.